I'm still like thinking of the fact that you guys actually filmed in an actual hospital. So like, it's conceivable that somebody like just waking up out of surgery is like being wheeled through the hall. Like, is that Tom Cruise? Did I die?
Is that the morphine or what? I hit that drip way too many times.
Let's take our first audience question.
Sure. Wow, we have like a crazy echo. Hello.
Today. Tell us your name and tell us your questions.
Two things. A, I love your tattoos.
Thank you.
B, you sound like my boss. He's the fun boss, so it's good.
My voice, or just how do I sound like
Your vibe.
Your boss must be dope.
He's an attorney, so.
Well, then he must be brilliant too. We're exactly alike. And probably devastatingly handsome.
That's true. His wife is very happy.
That's amazing.
And with that, what is the weirdest fan interaction that turned into a good story?
Okay, weirdest fan interaction. Well, I don't think this is a weird fan interaction, but this is a very cool story about a fan. So, I have this fan that would come to my shows all the time, ever since he was little. I've known him since he was a kid. And he would always come to meet and greets. And then I would see him posting on Instagram him performing my songs at his house, you know, playing guitar, playing piano. And as the years progressed, I followed this kid because he was getting really good really fast. Like, virtuoso good. And then he started posting my songs and playing it on piano, on the guitar, on the cello, on the violin, on the accordion, on the clarinet, on the saxophone, on the banjo, on the upright bass, on the literally every instrument. And I'm just like, man, this kid is unbelievable. And still coming to concerts and meet and greets and stuff, and getting his guitar signed, and I'm like, you know, telling him how talented he is and how great he is. And so I asked him, so I was putting a band together in Mexico. He's from Mexico, he lives in Mexico. And I was putting a band together, and I needed people in that area. And I needed like somebody who could just play everything. Like, we always have a guy in the band who's like the utility guy. Oh, you can play acoustic guitar when we need acoustic guitar. Oh, you can play organ, keyboards when we need that. You can fill in where we need you. Kind of all utility. And I'm like, man, who am I gonna get that knows all my songs, that plays every instrument, Kent, obviously. I'm like, of course, like, he knows all my songs, he plays every instrument, he's amazing. And so I hit him up, I'm like, hey, you wanna be in a band? You wanna be in the band? Like, I've got this tour coming up and this and that. And so now he's in the band. And it's just like, he can't believe it. And so I asked him, I'm like, man, like, why, and this is where, like, anything that you guys want to do in your life, like, you don't know how you're going to get there, right? You don't know how. And if you plan on it, that isn't how you're going to get there. But if you just, like, put in the work, like, this kid put in all the hours to learn these instruments, to learn these songs, to learn everything. I could literally tell this kid, hey, this song off this album, play the saxophone part. And he'll pick up his sax and play exactly the song. It's unbelievable. But he put in that work, you know. And I asked him, I said, how do you know all of, or why do you play so many different instruments? Like, how did that happen? Like, what made you like want to just like, he goes, well, when I was a kid, all I wanted to do was be in your band. That's all I wanted to do. I started playing guitar because of you, I started playing music because of you. All I wanted to do was be in your band. Well, when I was listening to your music, you have so much instrumentation in your music. It has so much, you know, it's not just a rock band. Like, you have horns and orchestral things and all this. And so I said, okay, if I'm gonna be in Drake Bell's band, I have to know how to play everything, because if he needs a guitar player, I need to be able to be the guitar player. If he needs a piano player, I need to be able to be the piano player. So I need to know how to play everything, so that one day, if he needs a violin player, I can do it. And I'm like, are you kidding me? He's like, that's why. And I'm like, and now you're in the band? He's like, and now I'm in the band. I'm like, that's what's crazy, but that's the story where it's like, he didn't know that I was gonna hit him up one day and he was gonna pop into my brain, but he's posting and I'm getting, it's coming across my feed. No one's ever gonna see this. Oh, I'm gonna post this of me singing, and no one's ever gonna see it. No one's ever gonna see it. Drake, no, not Drake. What was it? Tyler, the Creator, just told a story about this guy that he discovered and he tells the same thing. He's like, dude, I looked at this guy's page. He had like 300 views, but I saw it. And now he broke this artist, and now he's killing it. And he's like, but you don't know who's gonna see it, you know? And I saw this kid's thing, and I'm going through it, and I'm like, wow. And now he's in the band. He totally manifested that by putting in the work, and that's where luck, it's like, oh man, that kid got lucky that he got to be, no, it's opportunity meets preparation. It's like, oh, if I would have texted him and he's like, oh, well actually I don't really know this, I just kind of practice and then post it, I'm not really that good, like, I don't read music, I kind of, like, he didn't put in the work, well then bye, well then the opportunity slips away, but he put work in, opportunity arrives, well now he's lucky, all of a sudden.
That's great. Thank you for your question. Next up, our next question.
Hey Drake, how's it going? Thank you so much for being here.
Yeah, cool shirt.
I had a two-part question. Was there any talks of possibly doing a superhero movie sequel? And the second part of my question, how fun was it working with Leslie Nielsen, or maybe being on the set of Seinfeld with a Seinfeld cast?
Being on the set of Seinfeld was awesome. I mean, those guys were really, really nice. And I was a kid, you know, so when I was a kid, like, I had people that were like, meh, but everyone was always pretty nice to me 'cause I was a kid. But working with Leslie was incredible because I grew up on all of his work, and he was an icon to me. And there was never any talks about doing a sequel. We should have, but yeah, that would have been really fun. But no, working with Leslie Nielsen was incredible. He's just as funny off camera as he is on camera, and you know, goes around with a fart machine and the famous fart. He carries it with him everywhere and does it to everyone, like constantly. It's actually really funny. You think you get old, but it's hilarious. And yeah, so it was a really great time.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah, you've worked with some pretty big names. You mentioned Jerry Lewis earlier. You worked in the Jerry Lewis project. Did you get to work with him when you did that?
We didn't work together for the project, but I did get to go and spend the day with him at his office in Las Vegas, and that is one of the most incredible memories of my life.
Yeah, I can only imagine meeting a legend like that.
And that's my legend.
Yeah.
That is my guy. That's my Elvis. So to be able to sit in a room and hang out and just talk shop, and it was like a dream, like a surreal moment, but we spent all day together and it was really incredible.
That's awesome. Next up, who do we have next? Tell us your name, tell us your question.
Hey Drake, my name is Sam, here from beautiful Tampa Bay. I have a quick question for you. So, grew up watching you on Drake and Josh, my brother, and I love that show. Oh yeah. And you know, kind of followed you through music afterward. You know, love albums like Ready, Steady, Go. They carry a really unique sound. But one piece of music in particular, I've always had a question about. What inspired you to do your cover of Gucci Gang by Pump? And have you ever hung out with Pump? Did you guys talk about it?
Dude, we're homies.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah. There was a point I was hanging out with Pump all the time.
Oh, wow.
But he's East Coast, I'm West Coast, so we're not in the same city often. But no, he's a good friend of mine. He's a very, very sweet guy. Like his persona, maybe I won't, maybe he doesn't want me to tell anyone. But his persona is a little exaggerated. He's a very, very, very nice guy, very respectful, very kind. You can tell he had good parents. Like when people walk into a room, like he's a very smart, very sharp. Like he's a cool kid. And well, I was at a friend's house. And I really liked the song Gucci Gang. Like it was kind of like a guilty pleasure. I was like, I don't care what anybody says. There's a reason the song's a hit. Like it's a hit, and everyone's like, this is the most ridiculous song ever. Like, what is it? I'm like, dude, just play it. Just listen to this. Like I try and like explain the brilliance of it. And then I was like, no, just look. Like, look if we just broke this song down, watch, you know. And I picked up the guitar. And I'm like trying to figure out, I'm like, okay, well, what chords could I play over this? And then I did it just like this like little folky thing. And I'm like, look, and I started doing it. And I was like, oh my god, this is actually ridiculous. And I was like, wait. And my friend had a little like the chord like recording equipment, and I just did like this like vocoder and like stacked the vocals and did this little thing. I was like, oh no. I have to record this now. And so I decided, I recorded it, and then I was like, then I got into, you know, I always liked the song, and I mean, I knew the lyrics, you know, but you kind of sometimes don't pay attention to the lyrics. You're just like, oh, this is just groovy, and the syllables fit, and whatever, and it's like, then I went to record the song, and I was like, oh, I can say that. Maybe I'll just mumble a little. I mean, he mumble raps, right? That's a thing. But yeah, no, it was just me being completely out of my mind and ridiculous. I was like, this is so ridiculous that people have to hear it.
That's awesome, thank you.
Thank you for your question. While we're on the topic of music, another artist that you covered was Brian Setzer. I know you worked with him too. Are you a big fan of Brian Setzer?
Yeah, I have him tattooed on my back.
Do you really?
Yeah, I'd show you, but we're in public. Yeah, no, I have. Oh, and I have a Stray Cats tattoo too.
Oh, there you go. That's awesome.
So that's Brian Setzer's band. That's the Stray Cats. If you don't know them, you should listen to them. They're awesome. 80s rockabilly band. No, he's my guitar god. He's like why I play guitar. I mean, if you guys watch Brian Setzer on stage, you'll be like, oh, I've seen Drake Bell in concert. Like, that's exactly everything that Brian does. And so working with him was just an absolute, another dream moment. Like, this is just unbelievable. I used to listen to his record. I mean, that was the guy that I was like, this is, I mean, I have tattoos of these Brian Setzer. You know, my parents always, my mom and dad, I was like, what's with the tattoos? I don't get the tattoo thing. Like, what's with that? I'm like, you took me to the Brian Setzer concerts. Like, I had him on my walls. Like, you saw, like, I tried to do my hair, dressed like, you didn't think the tattoos were coming? I'm like, look at the guy, he's covered. I'm like, the tattoos were on their way. Like, you didn't, it's not that big of a mystery where they came from. Because I had to look like him, I had to dress like him, I had my hair like him, and then I was like, well, I'm a kid, but one day I'm gonna have that, because he has this tattoo on his arm, and I'm like, one day, I'm gonna have a Stray Cat.
Again, it's preparation and opportunity.
It's another perfect example, yeah. So we got to make the record with him, and what was the coolest part of making that record was there's a guitar solo of Brian's. It's one of my favorite guitar solos. It's from a song called I Won't Stand in Your Way Anymore. And it's just the most beautiful guitar solo. And I was covering the song for the album, and I was getting all these guitar players to do the solo, and it just was like, no, like the notes are right, but it's just the vibe. Like it doesn't sound as good as Brian. It doesn't feel. It's like I don't feel it, you know. And so Brian called the studio, and he's like, hey, how's the recording going? How's it going? I said, you know, it's going great, but man, we're doing I Won't Stand in Your Way, and I've been trying these guitar players here, and the solo, I just can't get the solo to sound the way I want it to sound. It doesn't sound as good, you know? It's like, it needs to sound as good as the original. And sometimes Brian's like, into doing stuff, and then sometimes he's not into doing stuff. So you gotta catch him on, like, he's very spontaneous. And he's like, hey, just send it over. I'll do it. I got time. Just send it over. And I was like,
Say what?
okay. So I sent it to Brian, and I do it in a different key than he does it. And so he calls me. He's like, oh man, you did it in a different. I got to. Oh, all right. I gotta learn it first, but then I'll send it over. And he sent it over, and I have Brian set. It's me covering a Stray Cats song, my favorite band, and Brian coming in with the guitar solo, and it's just like. It's like being on a record with the Beatles. It's like, I can't, so that's just unbelievable.
We'll go to our next audience question.
Hello. I actually came out here, I never been to Comic Con before, so this is my first one. And I just came out here because I wanted to see you. I'm from Columbus, so we don't have too many like fun stuff, but I really had to see you. Like, I always grew up watching Drinking Josh, so I'm real happy to be here. How are you?
Yeah, great, thank you so much.
Thank you. So my question is, I used to like act and model a lot, and I still do it sometimes. I had to take a break because of foot surgery. But when I act, the only rules I would ever get was when I self-taped, because I'm like really nervous. Like, I'm nervous right now talking to you. So I guess my question is, how do you deal with like that when it comes to auditions? Because when it's self-taping, I'm good. When I'm on set, I'm good. But that initial audition, like, I'm overthinking it, I'm super nervous.
Totally, 100%. That's the worst thing. I mean, actors, ask any actor, well, I take that back. I know like maybe 2 or 3 that actually tell me, I love auditioning. I'm like, what is wrong with you? No, but I actually did. This really, really well-known, famous actor I was talking to, his name is Richard Kine, and he said, oh, pilot season, because pilot season comes around and you're auditioning a ton. That's when the auditions really pick up. You're doing tons of auditions. And it's really daunting. And he's like, I love pilot season. I'm like, ugh, pilot season. So he's like, yeah, I get to act so much. It's like, I get to go in all these rooms and I get to act and I get to what I do and I love it. I get to go in these rooms and act. And I'm like, no, you get to go in these rooms and like, be nervous that someone's like judging you and gonna be like, are they gonna pick me? And he's like, no, my job is to just go in and act. He's like, I don't care if they pick me or not, it's out of my control, you know? And I'm like, wow, what a way to think about it. But all of the successful people who just crush auditions, and I am not one of them because I actually am a bit more like you. Like, I get terrified, I get really self-conscious, I overthink it, I overthink it. It doesn't lead, like, getting an audition is until the audition's over. From the second I know I have the audition to the second it's over, it's, you know, but what I do is, and Brian, Breaking Bad.
Cranston.
Bryan Cranston said this. He's like, look, I have one job. My job is to act, right? My job is to go, or if you're a model, or whatever your job is, you go into the room and you do your job, right? So it's like, okay, well, my job is to present this character and this material in the way that I feel that it should be best represented. Give my performance. Use the room, this is my space, this is my time, this is my performance, here you go. This is what I have control over. This is the only thing I have control over, is my performance. There's my performance. Have a nice day, and you go get a cheeseburger. You know? Because everything else is out of your control.
Yeah.
Whether they pick you, because also it's like, someone in the room might have liked you, but someone in the room might have liked some other person. And then they have to argue over who's got seniority and who's gonna, you know, and then they pick it, but then it goes to, say you're doing a commercial, then it goes to the buyer of the commercial, and they're like, oh, we actually wanted to go with a boy. And then they're like, oh, so then that's out of your control. You didn't know that the buyer changed their mind. It's not because you were a bad actress, it's not because you didn't have the look they wanted, not because of this, not because of that, it's just when they got they changed their mind. Oh, you know what, we want to use a boy for this commercial instead. And then you're like, oh, they didn't like me, I did a bad job, and this and that, and you're like, no, it's something so completely out of your control that has absolutely nothing to do with you. It's just they're selling a product, and this is what they decided to do. It has nothing to do with your performance. So if you go into it with that knowledge and you leave with that knowledge, you literally have all the control, right? You're like, hey, I have the control to go in here. This is my performance. Now I'm out. See you later. On to the next audition. And that's when Brian Krantz like, I never stopped working. And I had another friend who was she just crushes auditions. She books everything she goes out on. She books it. And I was asking her, like, what is your prep? Like, what is your thing, you know? And she's just like, I don't care. Like, well, you got kids, you're just, like, she's like, no, I don't mean that. She's like, I just don't care. Like, you know, I go in, I park, I pay the meter, I go in, I do my audition, I go out, and I meet up with some friends for coffee. Like, it's just part of my day. It's just like another thing that I gotta do, and this is what I do, you know? And I just don't think about it. It just doesn't matter. I don't care if I get the job or not. And that's another thing people read. Like, people, when you're like, I need this job, I need this job, I need this job, I need this job. People are like, ugh. But when you walk in, you're like, oh, hey, what's up? Like, cool, okay, yeah, ready? Yeah, here we go. Boom, boom, boom. You're totally natural, totally comfortable in there. You're like, all right, see you later. It's no pressure on you. It's like, you're like, yeah, cool. If you book me, book me. If not, I got another audition coming, and I'll get one. And then once you get that one, all those hundreds that you went on don't even matter. You don't even remember them. And, but yeah, and then also use, you know, when you're a performer, you use the, oh man, I'm anxious on stage, or I'm nervous to get on stage. It's like, cool, we'll use that nervous energy and like focus into something positive. You know, it's like, oh, maybe I'm gonna give more energy on stage. Like for example, you know, when I'm playing 40,000 people, I definitely have more energy, more nerves, more like, okay, this is a bigger show. Is everyone gonna remember is everyone gonna play the right chords? Is everyone gonna remember their harmonies? Is everyone gonna remember their moves, their things, and all that? And but then you use that, and all of a sudden you're giving more energy to the audience, and you're releasing that. You're like, oh, I gotta get this out, so I'm gonna jump higher, and I'm gonna get down with the audience more, and then all of a sudden you're like giving and taking from that audience, and instead of having this like anxiety of like, oh, I'm nervous, do they like me? It's now you're just using that energy and putting on an exciting show. You know?
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Thank you. We are like over a half hour into this interview, and we have yet to mention Spider-Man.
Oh,
Yeah. You have played Peter Parker or Spider-Man, I think, in over 10 different projects or series, including Ultimate Spider-Man, which was like 104 episodes, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah. What was that like? What was it like when you first hear that you're going to be playing a character like Spider-Man, like this like iconic, hero?
No, I mean, it's totally surreal. I mean, I grew up on the comic books. I grew up loving Spider-Man, obviously. And just to be able to step into that role it's surreal. It's unbelievable, you know. And our show getting the opportunity to work with Stan Lee, and it was unbelievable. You know, we're sitting in a vocal booth with Stan. It's like getting to work with Walt Disney. So,
I, as an adult man, met Stanley and weeped like a child.
yeah, you know, you do. It's emotional, but it's your child. You just created all of this. Like, it's just unbelievable. And getting to work with all, Joe Quesada, all these just legends, It was, it's really, really cool to be able to walk into the Lego store and there be a giant Lego Spider-Man, and my son says, Dada, they have you in the store. That's pretty cool.
Do you get that? Do you get recognized from kids a lot? Like, do they know it's you doing the voice?
A lot. I don't know what it is about my voice. Maybe it's recognizable, but I do get a lot of people that, I heard your voice, and I was like, wait, do I hear Drake Bell? Like, before I saw you.
We'll go to our next audience question.
Hey, Mr. Barry, you don't remember me. I met you like 2013 at the hotel. Used to be at the Tampa Bay Comic Con before.
At the Comic Con over at what hotel was that? It's a big one.
Yeah, it's the one right across.
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah. Oh, well.
Wow.
want to ask you, how was it work as the Timmy Turner in the
Live action Fairy Odd Parents.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Oh, yeah, Timmy Turner.
yeah. So how was it work with it? If Todd Strong tell you that it was a good, maybe good role or
Yeah, Tara's a great friend of mine. She's amazing. Obviously, I grew up on everything she ever did. And getting to work on Fairly Odd Parents was amazing. I mean, it was so strange too. I mean, it was just kind of a spur of the moment. I got a call. I was working on another project, and they called me and wanted to go to lunch with me. And they're like, "We're gonna make a live action Fairly Odd Parents." And I'm like, "Oh, that's awesome! I love the Fairly Odd Parents. Like, I love that show." And they're like, "Yeah, we're thinking about you for Timmy Turner." And I was like, I'm like, I don't want to be. I was like 23 or 24, maybe 25. I don't know. And I'm like, Timmy's a little boy. Like, you're not gonna cast like a little boy. Like, what do you mean? And they're like, no. It's the idea is like Timmy's grown up, but he like won't grow up because he will lose his fairy godparents, and so it's kind of like a Billy Madison. Like you're stuck in. And I was like, okay, that's funny. I'm like, that's actually, okay, let's do that. And so I got to do it, and then got to work with Butch Hartman, who's just, remained one of my dearest friends. He's just an incredible, one of the greatest people that I've worked with in this industry, in life, is Butch Hartman. I mean, he is just a rare breed in this industry. So kind, such an amazing family man, just somebody that you look up to and you're like, if I get success, like I gotta do it like that. He's really cool. And amazing to work with, super creative. Funny story. So we get to do a sequel. And the sequel is a Christmas movie. And we're up on the top of I can't remember, Whistler. Is it Whistler in Canada, in Vancouver? I forget. But anyway, we're on the top of some really cold mountain, okay? Freezing. And I'm like, they make sets for this, And we're just so cold. And we're trying to not look cold, and we're doing our dialogue. And this is the whole movie. We're just like, get us out of this frozen tundra. And all of the crew and everybody are like in the tents with their hot coffee and their heaters blowing on them and their giant, Timberland jackets or whatever. And they're looking at the monitors, all peaceful and warm. And we're out there like, can we do take two? Can we do take two? Let's go, please, right now, go. And so the whole time, Butch kept making the joke, hey, don't worry, I promise, the next one will be in Hawaii. Next one will be in Hawaii. Next one we're doing Hawaii. I'm like, Butch, we get it. It's not funny anymore. I'm really gonna die cold. I don't want the Hawaii joke again, But the whole time, it's like, don't worry, next time's Hawaii. I'm like, yeah, okay. Like, there's not gonna be another one.
Aloha.
Yeah, I'm like, And so, we finished the movie, and nobody expected to get a call for the third one. And we get a call for the third one, and my agent's like, oh, by the way, it's pretty cool. You're gonna be shooting in Hawaii. And I'm like, dude, it's like a movie, okay? I go, no, we're not. Wait, what? And he's like, yeah. They're doing 2 months in Hawaii. And I go, oh my God. So I call Butch. I don't know if I called him right away or what I saw, but I asked him, I said, Butch, how did you get us to Hawaii? How did you make that happen? Like, the Hawaii joke is real. Like, how, He goes, Trey, they called me to do the third one. I opened up my laptop and I wrote, exterior Hawaii. And then just started writing. He was like, I was getting us to Hawaii. I'm like, dude, that's amazing. So for the third one, we went to Hawaii for 2 months, and literally our hotel was right there. We would come down and in this one, we just wear our board shorts and Hawaiian shirts and sandals. I don't have to get in the wardrobe. The makeup takes 2 minutes. It's like put some sunscreen on, you know? And we come right down from our hotel, walk out, the beach and the set are right there. We're like sitting down, like a little virgin pina colada, like, oh yes, Mimi? Oh yeah, okay. One second. Gotta go make a movie real quick, I'll be right back. Hey, what's up, turtles? Dolphins too? Yeah, all right, cool. It was just amazing, you know, so we got to, but he did that for us, you know what I mean? Like because he wasn't up there freezing in the bun. He was off, you know, he had his jacket and heaters. But it was really cool that he thought about us and did that. And we got to actually do it.
We're getting low on time, but I think we have time for one more question. So I'm very sorry if we didn't get to you if you're in line. So we have one more.
I ran over Oprah.
Hi.
Tell why this is the worst day of your life?
Speaking of Drake and Josh, I grew up on the show, of course, but I got 2 quick questions.
We can only take 3.
4.
Well, okay, so first one is Drake and Josh related, of course. It's what is your absolute favorite Drake and Josh episode? And
Probably Treehouse.
Oh, I love that.
Where's the door?
Right there, I drew it with the magic marker.
My favorite is Peruvian puff pepper. I just like that one for
That's a great one. That's a great one. I have a funny story. So I was in Peru, and I'm in the line at customs. I'm leaving Peru, and there's this family in front of me. And the dad he goes like this, and he's getting, you know, waiting for customs, and he turns around and goes, oh no way. This is impossible. This is impossible. No way. You guys, look who it is. And his kids turn around, and their mom turns around, and they're like, no way. And I'm like, yeah, I mean, yeah. I'm thinking they're saying no way because they can't believe that it's Drake, but whatever, you know? I'm like, oh yeah, cool, like, hey. And they're like, no, you don't understand. This entire time that we've been here in Peru, all we've been doing is making the joke, I wonder if they have the Peruvian puff pepper here. Hey, do they have hey, where can I find the Peruvian puff pepper? And literally, we've been making that joke all week. And now we're leaving Peru, and we turn around, and you're just standing right behind us? This is the weirdest thing ever. We've been searching for the Peruvian puff pepper, but we found Drake Bell. In Peru. They were like, this is pow. So yeah, that was a one to remember.
My next question will be real quick, I promise you.
No, it's okay.
I love your music too. I love I Found a Way. And what is your favorite music that you've ever done, or song that you've ever done?
Well, that's hard. There's hundreds of them. They're all like my babies. But no, I really enjoy the song I Kind of Relate off of my new album. I think it's a very introspective, self-reflective, kind of honest song. Really proud of my first album, Telegraph. I mean, I'm really proud of it. It's all really good, you should listen to it.
Do you like Highway to Nowhere?
Highway to Nowhere is a great one. Highway to Nowhere is a good one.
Makes me happy.
Makes me happy.
Yeah.
Just a legend.
Well, calm down. There's too many legends in that room next door to call me a legend.
Well, thank you for your questions.
Yeah, thank you so much.
We are just about out of time. We have literally 10 seconds I just want to say thank you all for coming. Thank you, Dre, for talking with me today.